Hi everybody, and welcome to session 6. I'm going to remake this video because the previous one was 14 minutes long and it said everything it needed to, but I think it said a lot more than it needed to. So let's see if I can keep this one under 4 minutes. I want to talk to you guys about session 6. So session 6 is the next to the last session of the class. It's been a great semester so far. We've had a lot of fabulous and just, really competent blogging. I shouldn't be so hyperbolic. It's been great. I have enjoyed using rubrics throughout the process because I find that it actually makes me read more carefully than I was previously. Because I have to justify how I complete that rubric. Whereas before, I was a little more vague in my feedback. So I've enjoyed that because I feel like I've gotten more out of your blogging. So it's a lot of work, and so I'll probably, poor you guys, but I'll probably reduce the word length a little bit for next semester. That's one thing I've learned, is that the length is too long to make it manageable for me to get your grading back in a timely fashion. And on that topic, I don't know how I would have done all of this without Phoebe Valentine. I think she's been amazing. And when you do your final course evaluation, be sure that you note, if you can break it down at all, when you're thinking about how you've been instructed in this class, how this class has gone. If you have comments, especially for Phoebe, then please include those. There's places in the, there's 2 surveys you do. One is called the Evaluation of Instruction, the SEI, the Student Evaluation of Instruction. That's the one where we really want your feedback about our teaching, about how we've done. Give us some constructive feedback, but we'll get to that in a few weeks. All right, so let's talk about this session. This session allows you, or tries to, in this session we encourage you to explore some of the philosophical underpinnings of the way schools work. And we want you to challenge some of those underpinnings and sort of redesign school in your own, in a way that makes sense to you. So you get to sort of just quickly do a rough sketch, really, of a school. You're going to name it, you're going to give a slogan, you're going to tell us where it's located, what levels it serves, what's its philosophy of education, and some other things. So read that prompt, okay? And then you're going to talk about, you're going to just tell us a couple things about what makes this school unique. How is it different from maybe what you consider the typical K-12 school? Maybe it's different from your K-12 school that you went through. If you're SLPs, you can sort of focus on, given what you know about how K-12 schools do therapy and how SLP therapy is done in the K-12 setting, maybe some of the design changes you suggest in your post would help it to be done differently. Is there a better way to do therapy in school? So I would love for you to focus on your field a little more than just talking about K-12 and teaching and learning and that kind of thing. Okay, so I'm running out of time. I've got about 40 seconds to keep under my 4 minutes. In this session, you're also going to take a survey where you basically tell me whether or not you've done the course-embedded field experiences. So read the checklist and read the session 6 activities page. You're also going to provide evidence that you've interacted on the Google community from sessions 2 through 6. You're blogging, you're doing a session 6 blog post, and you're wrapping up, hopefully you're wrapping up your field experience, because that is due at the end of session 7, at the end of Thanksgiving week, actually. So we'll talk about that later. I hope you enjoy this last session where we blog actively. This, in a way, is really the last session of the class, other than the fact that you do have a major assignment due in the next session. But this is the last one where I feel like there's some sense of interactivity between all of you guys through that Google community. All right, guys, I'm going to shut it down for now. I think that I've told you what you need to know. Let me and Phoebe know if you have any questions. Thanks.